What you are about to witness was classified for 400 years. On January 14th, 2087, at 3:42 p.m., every daylight on Earth ended. This is archive entry 001, the day the sun disappeared, and what humanity discovered in the silence that followed. Archive entry 001, classification, theoretical. Subject, solar disappearance event, January 2087. What follows is the reconstructed account of the day Earth lost its star, pieced together from 11,000 surviving witness records. The archive has determined this entry is essential. You should know what happened. You should know why it must never happen again. For 4.5 billion years, the sun had never failed.
The light leaving the sun right now, the light warming your skin, left the sun 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago. Which means, if the sun vanished right now, you would not know it for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. For those 8 minutes, life would continue normally. Children would play. Coffee would pour. The world would breathe. And then, at 3:42 and 8 seconds, the last photon of sunlight struck Earth. And the clock started. At 3:42 p.m., the sun stopped. Only one system knew immediately. The Solar Dynamics Observatory sent its alert. Sun signal lost. They assumed it was a malfunction.
"47 seconds later, headlights turned on. Not from fear, from instinct. The sky dimmed. 2 minutes later, stars appeared. At 3 in the afternoon, no one panicked, because panic requires understanding. What filled the world instead was silence. Then, 8 minutes and 20 seconds later, darkness. Total. Every satellite, every eye, every sensor. The sun was gone. Light wasn't the only thing that vanished. Gravity did too. The moment the sun disappeared, Earth's orbit ended. At 30 kilometers per second, Earth moved straight into the dark. Stop. Before we continue, there is something the archive must tell you. The next phase of this archive entry is the reason it was sealed for 400 years. What humanity did in the dark is not what the records initially showed. Within 1 hour, the average surface temperature had dropped by 17 degrees Celsius. Within 6 hours, it was below freezing across most of the northern hemisphere. The first proposal: space mirrors to reflect light back to Earth. Result: 1 candle per square kilometer. Useless. The second proposal: geothermal survival underground. Capacity: 50,000 people. Not humanity. A lottery of survival. Then, at hour 48, everything changed. That would rewrite everything. The sun was gone, but the gravity wasn't. Earth was still orbiting. Jupiter was still orbiting. The solar system was intact. The sun's mass was there. Its gravity was there. Only its light had ceased. This was not a star dying. A dying star takes millions of years, or seconds, in a supernova. This was something else. This was the sun being switched off. What happened next is the reason this archive entry was sealed for 400 years. The reason historians fought and died to keep it hidden. The archive has decided you deserve to know the truth. Because what humanity did in that darkness was not what the official record claimed. The official record said, collapse, panic, war. In the first 72 hours, humanity organized. The geothermal plan, dismissed as inadequate for 8 billion people, became something else. Not a shelter for 50,000, a network for 40 million, expanding monthly. By week 3, the surface was no longer survivable. Temperatures at the equator reached -30°C. By month 6, the oceans began to freeze from the top down. The last human being stood on Earth's surface on day 847. She was a scientist. She had volunteered to take the final measurements. 230 million people lived underground. They grew food under fusion lights. They traded. They built art. They taught their children about a star they had never seen. And then, in year 14, the astronomers found something in the gravitational field where the sun once burned. A pattern. Regular. Mathematical. Not natural. The Cosmic Archive estimates that our galaxy contains 400 billion stars. We depended on one. Every civilization, every song written, every war fought, every child born, existed because of a ball of hydrogen 8 light minutes away, performing nuclear fusion without ever asking. The archive asks you one question. In those 8 minutes and 20 seconds, before you knew, what would you have done? Leave your answer below. The archive is reading.